start you off with the triumphant trumpets in the background. You know what I'm saying? It's victory lap, baby. I don't got time to be played. Cause you say I spent the dumb on the way. I stay with my brothers, twin like waves. I got the chopper, we pull up straight. I be baby. Pull up in the race. Pulling off like this. I don't gotta say this. You know I play this. This ain't my greatest shit. You gon' hate this. You gon' hate, but I'm still going crazy. Alright, turn that down. Let that play in the background. I like how it sounds or whatever. Well, anyways, so looking at this on this NU pair right here, we can see, I forgot what this specific move is called. Give me a second. Almost looks like a tweezer bottom, right? So confirmation for like a tweezer bottom on a daily time frame, right? I'm already in this position. On a 4-hour time frame, you can see we had this nice push up, but the reason we had this push up and a nice retrace back down is because, you know, this is obviously, you know, call it down here, this is a level of resistance, right? So this is the ceiling. Price has yet to break past here, right? So as you can see, you had this nice little inverted hammer, or my bad, I was really listening to music. The inverted hammer, followed by, you know, nice little tap of 3 taps of our little, actually 2 taps of the bottom of our little demand zone right here, right? Not really necessarily worried about what's going on right here on the 4-hour time frame, but as I was telling people, I am looking for buys right here. So right, we got a nice little inverted hammer right here, the same one that we saw down here on the 4-hour time frame. So let price, you know, collect orders, collect orders, collect orders. Once again, you know, on a daily time frame, I have a nice little confirmation, just waiting for price action and whatever, right? Now on GA, if you look at GA has been this actually ascending trend line. I mean, descending trend line right here is a 4-hour time frame. I drew it on the 4 hours, respecting on the daily time frame as well. This ascending is on a weekly level. But if we go to a 4-hour time frame, you can see, I want to point out a couple things real quick. First thing that I immediately notice, which is I want to point out this right here, right? I want to point that out and then delete it real quick, right? So I want to point that out because, right, this is a left shoulder, this is a head, and then this is a right shoulder. The head of this is like the second bounce off of our trend line right here. You can see that we have exhaustion by a spinning top. You can see that, you know, we had a nice wick up on a 4-hour time frame. Price may come back up and collect some more orders. You know, we may get a stop pump all the way up here, something like that, probably before, you know, the news comes out, so on and so forth. But for a better confirmation on, actually, there's not news coming out on GA, but for someone to enter this position, you know, if you're not already in the position, you can see, once again, on a 1-hour time frame, you know, rejection, rejection, rejection. You can see the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder by this wick right here, just straight drop. This right here is also, you know, acting as a turn the music down. This level down here is acting as a level of support, right? So we need to have a nice clean breakthrough, and I think that we should, if, you know, the way price has been acting. Right now we need an hour close, 30-minute, 15-minute. We need some close to be below this trend line right here, and then some type of retracement. It may or may not happen. Once again, the news release is not on AUD, it's actually on NZD. Still looking for sells on this anyways. On EN, we can see that on a daily time frame, at least this is what I'm looking at, Once again, we got a trend zone, supply zone up here. Third touch off of our trend line happened actually yesterday. So for the week, the weekly sentiment is already, what is it? The weekly sentiment is already bearish, but not only that, right? Price is just hovering above this little support level right here, which it has failed to break through yet. Wouldn't even call it support level, just market structure level that has failed to break through yet. But on the downside on this weekly wick right here, you got 98 pips. If you look at the other weekly wick though, well wick, I'm sorry, you got like 300 pips to the downside. So like this could be a potential huge move if the news does come out positive for the cash rate, or if it affects the New Zealand dollar positively. But now looking at a little bit of like, some PA, so on and so forth. Look at all these rejections you have just at these levels. Rejection, 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 collecting orders, people getting stop hunted, stop hunted, stop hunted. You had a nice clean drop down here, nice clean drop. I believe some people, took entries over here because as you see, the last time price came back down here, look, it came down, it broke through this, came down, bounced, and rejected off of this trend line right here, right? So since it's rejecting off of this trend line, we're gonna be looking to see, what this 4 hour looks like. We can already see that we had a nice little, break below this trend line on the 4 hour. This next candle was kind of indicated that price may be going down a little bit, but it's not necessarily ready to. So, a whole bunch of stop hunts or whatever, and then, price just collecting bank orders, or bank orders just collecting, whatever it is that they do. Moving on, if we are to look at it from a 1 hour time frame, we had this nice clean break. So the last 1 hour time frame closed below this, right? So I feel comfortable. If you want to, you could put a sell limit up here or a manual entry prior to the news coming out. But once again, to each his own. You gotta look at that PA yourself, right? GN, I actually want to point this out because if you guys see this, I am now going to delete that, and now we're going to open up a short position, and I'm going to explain to you why. So when I first did this analysis on Sunday, yes, we were looking for buys. I don't know what happened. Hold on. I swear I had a trend line somewhere. Not sure what happened to it. Anyways, on my trading view, I have a trend line. But anyways, early in the week, on Sunday, we were looking for buys. Now the week is not necessarily changing, but if we look at it, right, you can see the last daily closes a beautiful, spinning top over here, spinning bottom, spinning top, right? Nice little doji. So what it did is collected orders, collected orders, collected orders. 4 hour time frame. We can see, and I was telling people actually when price was around here, I actually told people to, press the sell button, so on and so forth. So I gave everyone a free signal at like 2:45 p.m. This is actually expected to do extremely well, and I'll show you why on the weekly time frame. Price is right here, right? Price is somewhere up here. But look at this. We can go nice and down, and I'm not necessarily worried about that. Once again, the monthly sentiment is bearish. I can read the charts. I can see that the week started off bullish, right? But that doesn't necessarily doesn't change my my analysis. But anyway, since I'm already in this position of looking at something like this, and I've just been waiting all day. Right, so even if it drops like that, that's 250 pips to the downside, right? So because we're rejecting off of this descending daily trend line, we have a lot of room to go. And if you look to the left of it right here, these is clean moves, like clearly this is a push during one session, consolidation, consolidation, so like I had posted something the other day and it wasn't something that I had made up. It was just something that I thought was interesting. But just speaking about it real quick, you got, rally, What was it? Rally base rally or something like that. Rally zone rally. 1 second. Let me just get the right word in. Yeah, rally base rally, right? So you got a nice little rally right here. Price is collecting this thing, some slight retracement, a rally. Same thing right here. Drop, nice little base right here, and then another drop. But we won't get into that. You guys can learn that at your own pace. But anyways, so that's what I'm looking at on GN. If you want to, you can wait for price to, it's you can wait for whatever, but the last hour price already broke through one of these levels and then retraced back. So, it's all up to you. I'm just showing you what I'm looking at. AU, not necessarily worried about it. It's gonna do its thing. Yeah, AU, I've already sent that as a signal. And then just one more thing real quick. I want to bring up this US 30 real quick because I actually do have it marked. I just don't trade it. Um, I actually did record a Zoom earlier, was on live and spoke about US 30 going down. Gold that should have went up, but something happened. So I didn't trade gold today, but you know, it is what it is. I'm looking for buys. Anyways, Fargo checking out. You guys can stay blessed. That is NU buys, GA sells, EN sells. I'm not giving you guys signals. I'm just telling you, this is what I see. So open up your charts and do some work. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's not that hard. Just look for whatever it is that you think and you see. So that seems like a nice clean move, 100 pips or whatever. If you can catch that on a news release. So yeah, Fargo checking out, and everyone enjoy. Take care.